Hello children. In today's class we are going to learn a new topic called algebra. Okay. See, have you heard about this word algebra? Okay. Let us see how we are using this algebra in our day-to-day life. Okay children. See, just assume that you are celebrating your birthday today. Okay. You are just going to celebrate your birthday today. Okay. And you are going to call your family members, relatives and also guests, and you're going to give 2 chocolates for each one of us. Okay, each one of them you're going to give 2 chocolates. Okay, now say me, how many family members or how many guests will come to your house for celebrating your birthday? It may be 5 or 10, right? It may be 5, okay, 10 or else anything, right? 12, 16, likewise. Okay, these many members can come. We don't know about the number of members who are coming to your house, right? So that I'm just assuming that number as x. Okay, I'm just assuming that number as x. Okay, this x may be 100. Okay, if 100 people come to your house means you can say 2 into 100, 200. Okay, for giving 100 members you need to buy 200 chocolates. Okay children, so this is the thing we are using algebra in our day-to-day life. Okay, likewise we can use these algebra in your day-to-day life. Okay children, and also you can also say my brother is elder than 2 years elder than me. Okay, what is your age? You don't know your age. Simply just say you don't know your age. You are simply saying your brother is 2 years elder to you. So it is an algebra. Okay. So likewise you are just using this algebra in your day-to-day life. Okay. That unknown values, we can fix that unknown values as x. Is it clear children? Okay. Now let us learn the terms which are included in this algebra. Okay. Okay children, the first thing we are going to see is called variable. Okay. So at the first we have said 2x chocolates we need to buy, right? So 2x, this x is called an variable. Okay, this English alphabet x is called an variable. Okay, we can say call this variable as a, okay, b, c up to z. Okay, you can see any of these English alphabet. Okay, that is called variable. Okay children, so English alphabet in small letters. Okay, that is called variables. Okay children, so what is meant by variables? Simply the English alphabets from A to Z, okay, in small letters. Okay, children, that is called variable. Okay, children, and then constant. So here, what is the constant? This 2 is the constant. Okay, so simply the number is called constant. Okay, 1, 2, okay, etc. And also we can write 1 by 2 or else minus 2. Okay, any of the numbers will be included in the constant. Okay children, and then the next is terms. Okay, see, if you're having an equation, okay, 5x plus 2, okay, if you're having an equation 5x plus 2, okay, 5x is a term and 2 is a term. Okay, here 2x is a term. Okay, simply, so this term, okay, we are having 2 terms here. Okay, so this terms can be joined by any of the sign called plus, okay, addition or subtraction. Likewise, it can be joined with any of the symbols like addition and subtraction. So how many terms are here? 2 terms. Okay, how many terms are here? Only 1 term. Okay, so here 5x is a term and 2 is a term. Okay, so we can write 5x comma 2. Okay, these 2 are 2 terms. Okay children. Okay, and then the next is factors. Okay, see, here we are having 5x plus 2. So what are all the factors here? In 5x, okay, in 5x, okay, if you are saying about 5x, 5 is a factor and x is a factor. Okay children, in 2x, how many factors are here? 2 is a factor and x is a factor. Okay children, so, and also, here 2 is here, right? Only one factor, that is 2. Okay, so we can write the factor very easily, right? So if it is 5x, 5 is a factor, x is a factor. Okay, if it is 2, and 2 is the factor. Okay, these are called as factors. Okay, simply the variables and constants in an equation. Okay, we will separately write that as factors. Okay children. Okay, and you all understood? First of all, we have learnt about variable. Variable means simply the English alphabets. Okay, variable is an English alphabet, that is A, B, C, D, etc. up to Z. Okay. So first of all, we have learnt about variable. Variable means simply the alphabets from A to Z. Okay. And then next is constant. Constants means the number which is before that variable, that is called constants. Okay. 1, 2, okay, 1 by 2. Simply the numbers, okay, that is called constant. Okay. See, if it is 5x plus 2, this 2 is the constant. Okay. So that is called constant. Okay. And then terms, what does mean by terms? If you are having an expression, okay, 2x plus 2y. So how will you write the terms here? 2x is a term and 2y is a term. Okay, children. So terms means we know, right? 2x, 2y. Okay, simply we can separate the terms. Okay, in between the terms there will be some of the symbols as like addition symbol or else subtraction symbol. Likewise we will have. Okay, so that is called terms. Okay, and then factors. Here what are all the factors of 2x? 2x, the factors are 2 comma x. Okay, in 2y what are all the factors? 2 comma y. Okay, these are all the factors. Okay, children. And the next is, okay, see, product of two or more variables. So what does mean by variable? Already we have said, right? Variable means A, B, C, D up to Z, right? See, if you are multiplying two or more variables, okay. See, if you are multiplying x, okay, if you are having x, comma y, comma z, how will you multiply these variables? We can simply write it as x, y, z. Okay, we can simply write it as x, y, z. So now we got the product of this x, y, z, right? Three variables, we got the product. And see, if you are having a, comma b, comma c, so what is the product? A, b, c. Okay, so that is the product of two or three variables. Okay, children, is it clear? Simply we can multiply the variables like this. Okay, and the next is product of constant and variable. So what does mean by constant? Constant means any of the numbers. Okay, number is called constant. And variables means this alphabet, English alphabet. Okay, see, if you are having 2 comma a, okay, 2 comma a comma b. So how will you multiply? How will you find the product of these? We can simply write it as 2ab. Okay, we can simply write it as 2ab. This is the product. Okay, this is the product of constants and variables. Okay, children, is it clear? Okay. The next we are going to learn about this coefficient. Okay. See, if you are having, okay, if you are having 4x. So what is the coefficient of this x? 4 is the coefficient of x. Okay. Now, what is the coefficient of 4? X is the coefficient of 4. Okay. See, if the coefficient of, okay, now simply I am asking. Okay, 8xy is the term we are having. Okay, 8xy. Now, say me, the coefficient of x. Coefficient of x is 8y. Okay, simply we need to cut this x and you need to say the next other variables, 8y. Okay, coefficient of x is 8y. Okay, and if I am asking about coefficient of y, what will you write? Simply just hide this y, remaining 8x, right? So 8x is the coefficient of y. Okay, and what is the numerical coefficient here? Numerical coefficient is 8. Okay, simply numerical coefficient means we need to write the number alone. Okay, we need to write the constants in that term alone. Okay, children, and if you are having simply xy, if you are having xy, what is the numerical coefficient here? Simply we are having xy. What is the numerical coefficient? Numerical coefficient means we need to write a number, right? We need to write a constant as the numerical coefficient. But what is the numerical coefficient here? If there is no numerical coefficient means we can assume this as 1. Okay. If there is no numerical coefficient, okay. If there is no constant before two variables, okay. Before a variable means we can assume that as 1. So what is the numerical coefficient here? 1. Okay, 1 is the numerical coefficient given here. Okay, children, is it clear? So we have learnt about variable, constant terms, factors, and also product of two or more variables and product of constant in variables, and then we are learnt about coefficient. Is it clear, children? Okay, learn it properly. If you want, just take a hint in your notebook, homework notebook, and or anything. Okay, we are going to use it throughout this whole chapter. Okay, in algebra chapter, we are going to use all these variable, constant, terms, factors, coefficient, and all. Okay, for doing the sums. Okay, children. Okay, the next we are going to learn is like and unlike terms. Okay. Okay, the next is like and unlike terms. Okay, see, already we have learnt about this like and unlike fractions, right? So like and unlike fractions means, like fraction means the denominator will be same in fractions. Unlike fractions means the denominator will be different, right? As like the same in algebra also we are having like and unlike terms. Okay, see, okay, so now we can say this like terms as, okay, the variables, okay, if the variables are same means we can say it is like term. Okay, if the variables are different, it is unlike terms. Okay, children, see if it is, okay, now let us separate this. Okay, see here x, y, okay, and also constants here is here, right? So now let us write the x term, okay, x term separately, y term separately, and constants separately. Okay, children, let us write. Okay, now x terms, y terms, constants. Okay, see, first of all we are having 10x. 10x is the x term, right? So 10x, right? 10x, okay, put comma. And then 15x, right? 15x, it is also x term. And 16x, it is also an x term. Okay, and then 17y, it is the y term. Okay, 17y is the y term. And then 19y, it is also a y term. Okay, write in y terms, 19y. And then 17x, it is the x term. Okay, 17x. Okay, and 18, only 18 is here. It is a constant, right? So 18 is a constant. And then 21y, we need to write in y terms, 21y. Okay, and then 24, it is a constant. Okay, 24 is the constant. And then minus 12y, y, it is a y term, right? So we need to write in y term, minus 12y. Okay, children. Now, okay, this 10x, 15x, 16x, and 17x are like terms. Okay, why we are calling it as like terms? Because we are having x. Okay, so we are having the variable x in all the terms, so that we are calling it as like terms. Okay, and see here we are having y, okay, variable y in all the terms, that we are calling it as y term. Okay, simply it is a like term. Okay, and then at the last we are having constants, so it is also same, right? 18, 24, all these are the constants, so it is also a like term. Okay, but if you are having, okay, if you are having 10x, 15y, minus 8, it is a like term. Is it a like term, children? No, right? See, here we are having x as a variable, here y, and here it is a constant. So we will call it as unlike term. Is it clear, children? So this is called like and unlike terms. Okay, children? And also we are having the types of polynomial in your book. Okay, let us see about the types of polynomial. Okay, children. So there are three types of polynomial. Okay, so the first one is monomial, second one is binomial, and then third one is trinomial. So what is mean by this monomial, binomial, and trinomial? Simply it is an expression with one term. It is called monomial. Okay, expression means, one term means this is one term, right? 5x is one term. So it is a monomial. Okay, if binomial means an expression with two terms. Okay, 5x plus 2. It is a binomial. Okay, and trinomial means 5x plus 6y plus 7z. Okay, three terms are here, right? So that we are calling it as trinomial. Is it clear, children? Okay, there are three types of polynomial. What are the three types? The first one is monomial, second one is binomial, and the third one is trinomial. So what is meant by this monomial? An expression with one term is called monomial. Okay, an expression with one term is called monomial. An expression with two terms is called binomial. An expression with three terms is called trinomial. Is that clear, children? Okay, these are all the things we need to know in algebra. Okay, so these are all the things we need to do the sums in algebra. Okay, children, let us do the sums. Take your classwork notebook. Children, if you need to note all these, you can also note. Okay, so this is the thing we are going to know to do the sums in your exercise. Okay, children, so that if you want to note all these, you can also note this. Okay, in your back side of your homework note or anything. Okay, now take your classwork notebook. Put today's date. Children, take your classwork notebook. Put today's date. Okay, write the heading. Chapter 3, Algebra. Okay, and write the example 1. Okay, example 3.1 question. Okay, children. Okay, now read the question. Identify the variables, terms and number of terms in each of the following expressions. Okay, some of the expressions are given. We need to identify the variables, terms and number of terms here. Okay, children. So first of all, okay, what is the first expression? 12 minus x. So what are all the variables given here? Variables means what? English alphabets, right? Variables are the English alphabets. So what are all the English alphabets given here in the first sum? Only x, right? So only one variable x is here. Okay, children. And what are all the terms given here? Okay, 12 minus 6. Okay, two terms are here, right? 12 is a term and minus x is another term. Okay, children, 12 is a term. Okay, and minus x is another term. Okay, two terms are here, right? 12 and minus 6. So two terms are here. So right number of terms is 2. Is it clear, children? Very easy, right? Okay, let us do the second one. 7 plus 2y. Okay, 7 plus 2y. Okay, what are all the variables here? Only y is the variable given here, right? So write the variable as y. Is it clear? And then terms, what are all the terms given here? 7 and 2y, right? 7 is a term and 2y is a term. So now write 7, 2y. Okay, children. So how many terms? 2 terms, right? 2 terms. So write 2. Number of terms is 2. Okay, children. And then say third one. 29 plus 3x plus 5y. So how many variables are here? Okay, x is a variable and y is a variable. So now write x, y. Okay, 2 variables are here. Okay, now we need to write the terms. How many terms are here? 29 is a term, 3x is a term and 5y is a term. Okay, now write it. 29, 3x, 5y. Okay, so there are 3 terms. Okay, children, how many terms? 3 terms. Now write 3 in the number of terms. Is it clear, children? Okay, now see the fourth question. 3x minus 5 plus 7x. Okay, 3x minus 5 plus 7x. So what are all the variables given here? X is a variable and also here x is a variable. Okay, sorry, x and z is a variable. Okay, x and z. Okay, so write the variables x, z. Okay, children. Now, what are all the terms here? 3x is a term, 5 is a term, and 7 is a term, right? So, we have already said, right? So, the terms are separated by some of the symbols called addition and subtraction. Okay, here subtraction symbol and here addition symbol. So, how will you write? 3x is the first term, 3x, and the second term is minus 5. Okay, minus 5 is the second term. And the third term is 7 is it. Okay, 7 is the third term. So how many terms are here? 3 terms, right? So write 3. Number of terms is 3. Is it clear, children? Your copies in your classwork notebook. Put the box as like this. Okay, put the columns as like this and write The first column, first one has serial number, expression, variables, terms and number of terms. Okay, write as like this neatly in your notebook. Is it clear, children? Use scale to draw lines. Okay, use only scale and pencil to draw lines. So very easy, right? Simply variables means English alphabets. Terms means, so simply the terms are separated by some of the symbols or plus and minus, right? See, here it is a term and x is a term. And here, okay, minus x is a term. And here 7 is a term and 2y is a term. And here 29 is one term, 3x is another term, and here 5y is another term. Okay, and here 3x is one term and minus 5 is the next term. And then the third term is 7z. Very easy, right? Okay, write it neatly in your classwork notebook, children. Pause the video and write. Okay. In the same model, we are having one sum and exercise. Okay, that is your homework. Okay, and let us see the next example. Example 3.2. Let me rub this. Pause the video and write. Okay, children, let us see example 3.2. Okay, read the question. Find the numerical coefficient of the following terms. Okay, we need to find the numerical coefficient. What is meant by numerical coefficient? The number, okay, simply the number in that expression, that is called numerical coefficient. Okay, children. And also find the coefficient of x. Okay, we need to find the coefficient of x and also y in each of the term. Okay, we need to find the numerical coefficient, coefficient of x and coefficient of y. Okay, children. So now let us see the numerical coefficient. Okay, first one is 3x. Okay, so which is the numerical coefficient? 3 is the numerical coefficient. Okay, write 3 in the numerical coefficient. Okay, children. And then the next is coefficient of x. Okay, so coefficient of x means simply now hide this x. How many remaining? Write the remaining numbers in the coefficient of x. Okay, see if you are hiding x, how many numbers? Only 3 is there, right? So again 3 is the coefficient of x. Okay, children. And then coefficient of y. Is y term is here? Y variable is here or not? No, right? So that no coefficient of y, so that we can put 0 or else not possible also we can write. Okay, we can put simply 0. That's enough. Is it clear, children? And is it clear? So numerical coefficient means simply the number. Okay, simply the number in that expression, that is called numerical coefficient. Okay, coefficient of x means simply just leaving x, remaining numbers. Okay, remaining numbers and variables, if it is that is called coefficient of x. Okay, children. Now let us see the second one, minus 5xy. Okay, minus 5xy. So which is the numerical coefficient here? Only the number is the numerical coefficient, right? So what is the number here? Minus 5 is the number. Okay, minus 5 is the number. Okay, right, minus 5 as the numerical coefficient. Okay, the next is coefficient of x, right? Now simply hide this x. How many remaining? What are all the things we are having? Minus 5 and y is here, right? So x mattum vittittu we need to take the remaining things. Okay, see here we are having minus 5 and y. Okay, let us write that minus 5 y, that is the coefficient of x. Okay, children. And then coefficient of y, how will you find? We need to leave this y, remaining or the coefficient of y. Okay, so minus 5x is the coefficient of y. Okay, right, minus 5x. Is it clear, children? Okay, see, if it is coefficient of x means we should not take x. Okay, we need to cut this x and remaining all the things are the coefficient of x. Okay, if it is coefficient of y, we need to leave the y and remaining all other constants and variables are the coefficients of y. Is it clear, children? Okay, let us see the next one, minus yz. Minus yz, what is the numerical coefficient? Earlier itself I said, right, if there is no constants, okay, if there is no numerical coefficients means Simply we can put 1. Okay, we can put 1. Okay, we can assume this is 1 minus 1 yz. Okay, so what is the answer? Minus 1 is the numerical coefficient. Okay, minus 1. Okay, children, and then so coefficient of x, how will you find the coefficient of x? Here we are having only minus yx. X is, sorry, y is it? X is not there. So simply we can put 0. Okay, we can put 0, or else not possible also we can write. Okay, and then coefficient of y, how will you find? Leaving that y, okay, remaining all others are the coefficient of y. So what is the answer? Minus 1 is it. Okay, minus 1 is it is the coefficient of y. Is it clear, children? Okay, see the fourth one. 7xyz. Okay, 7xyz. So what is the numerical coefficient here? What is the number here? 7 is the number, right? So 7 is the numerical coefficient. Okay, children. And the next is coefficient of x. So how will you find the coefficient of x? Simply leaving x, remaining all others are the coefficient of x. Okay, remaining, okay, leaving that x, remaining all others means what are all the things? 7yz. Okay, 7yz is the coefficient of y. Is it? Okay, 7yz. 7yz is the coefficient of x. Okay, children. And then coefficient of y, how will you write? Leaving y, remaining all others are the coefficient of y. So now we got 7xz. Okay, 7xz. Okay, children. Is it clear? Okay, see the fifth one. See here we are having only y. Okay, so if there is no constants means what we need to do? We can put 1, right? So let us put 1. So now we are having 1y. Okay, now what is the numerical coefficient here? 1 is the numerical coefficient, right? So put 1 in the numerical coefficient. Okay, now the coefficient of x. How will you write the coefficient of x? Here no x variable is here. So that we can put 0. Okay, or else not possible. Okay, so we can put 0. So what is the coefficient of y? Okay, we need to leave this y. So remaining, what is remaining? 1 is remaining, right? So the coefficient of y is 1. Okay, children. And see the last one, 16yz. Okay, 16yz. What is the numerical coefficient here? 16 is the numerical coefficient. Okay, so 16, right? 16 is the numerical coefficient. Okay, and then what is the coefficient of x? Leaving x, remaining all others are the coefficient of x, right? We should leave this x and remaining all others means 16y. Okay, we should write 16y, that is the coefficient of x. Is it clear? Okay, and then what is the coefficient of y here? Leaving y, remaining others. Okay, leaving y, remaining others are the coefficient of y. Okay, 16x is the coefficient of y. Okay, 16x. Is it clear, children? That's all about this sum. Very easy, right? Simply numerical coefficient means the constants. Okay, simply the numbers in that expression. That is the numerical coefficient. Okay, and then coefficient of x means simply we should leave x. Okay, x mattum vittittu micham irukra terms ellam coefficient of x. Okay, and what is coefficient of y? Y ingra term vittittu micham irukra terms ellam, which micham irukra variables and constants ellam coefficient of y. Okay, children, is it clear? Okay, copy this in your classwork notebook. Okay children, pause the video and write. Let me rub. Okay children, let us do the next one. Try this. Okay. So read the question. Identify the like terms among the following and group them. Okay, we are going to identify the like terms and we are going to group them. Okay children. Now see here we are having xy. Okay, xy variable, x constant, y x, yx. Okay, yx and xy are same. Okay, and yx. Okay, so now let us write. Okay, so x variable terms, okay, and y variable terms, xy variable terms, and xy variable terms, and then constant. Okay, constant terms. Okay children, now let us write it separately. Okay, so first of all it is 17xy, so it is xy variable, right? So write 17xy. Okay, and then the next is 19x, so it is x variable term. Okay, 19x. Okay, and the next one is 1. Okay, 1 is a constant term. Okay, next one is 5y, so y variable term, 5y. And then x, it is x variable term, put comma and then write. Okay, x. And then 3yx, it is xy variable. Okay, it can be xy or else yx, that is no problem. Okay, simply we just change the order, right? So no problem, we can write it in an xy variable term. Okay, so 3yx. Okay, and then here next one is 15. Okay, 15, it is a constant term. Okay, 15. And the next one is minus 13y. Okay, it is a y variable. Okay, minus 13y. Is it clear children? The next one is 6x. Okay, 6x, it's an x variable term. 6x. Okay, 6x. And the next one is 12xy. Okay, 12xy is an xy variable. So 12xy. Okay, and then minus 5, it is a constant. Okay, minus 5. And the next is 16y, it is a y variable term. Okay, it is a y variable term. So write 16y. Okay, and the next is minus 9x. Okay, write minus 9x here. Okay, and then 15xy. Okay, so it's an xy variable term, 15xy. Okay, and then 23, it is a constant. Okay, you should write it in constant terms. So 23. And then 45y. 45y is the y variable term. So now write in y variable term 45y. Is it clear children? And then minus 8y. Wait, 8y. So it is an y variable term. Okay, minus 8y. And then 23x, it is an x variable. So 23x. Okay, and then minus y, it is an y variable. Okay, minus y. And then 11 is a constant. Okay children, so see this x variable terms, 19x, x, 6x, minus 9x, minus 23x, all these are the like terms, right? All these are the x variable terms, so that it is a like term. Okay, and then see it is a y variable term, 5y, minus 3y, 16y, 45y, minus 8y, and y. Okay, all these are the y variable term, so it is a like term. Okay, and here xy variable term, 17xy, 3y xy and yx are same. Okay, so 3yx, 12xy and 15xy, so all these are the like variable terms. Okay, like terms. And then constant terms, 1, 15, minus 5, 23 and 11, all these are the like terms. Is it clear children? Okay, copies in your notebook. note it properly in your notebook. Okay, so as like the same, okay, as I am teaching example, write example and try this. You are having same model in your exercise sum. Okay, all these sums are your homework, so that I am explaining all these now. Okay, so copy it neatly in your classwork notebook. Okay, children, is it clear? Okay, very easy, right? Okay, that's all about today's class. Okay, let me give you today's homework. Okay, take your book, page number 58. Okay, children, see these questions. Children, take your book, page number 58. Okay, see the third sum. Okay, find the numerical coefficient of each of the following terms. Okay, minus 3 yx, 12k y, 121 bc, and x 9 pq 2ab. Okay, we need to find the numerical coefficient here. So numerical coefficient means the number 9. Okay, 9, 2. Okay, only the numbers. Okay, only the constants. Okay, that is called numerical coefficients. Okay, so the number in that algebraic expression is called numerical coefficient. Simply write the numbers, that's it. Okay, draw the columns and write only the numbers. Okay, children, so third one is your homework. And then see the fourth question. Write the variables, constants and terms of the following expressions. Okay, so draw the columns for variables, constants and expression, variables, constants and terms. Okay, write the expression 18 plus x minus y. Okay, so what is the variable here? X and y is the variable. Okay, x and minus y is the variable. And what is the constant here? 18 is the constant. Okay, 18 is the constant. And terms, what are the terms here? 18, x and y. Okay, 18 comma x comma minus y. So 3 terms are here. Okay, children, likewise you can do the fourth sum also. Okay, children, so in fourth sum we are having 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 sums. Okay, and then see the fifth one. Identify the like terms among the following. Like terms means as we did the previous sum. Try this. Okay, so these 3 sums are your homework. Okay, children, do your homework. Okay, so your homework is from page number 58, that is exercise 3.1. Third, fourth and fifth sum is your homework. Okay, children, do your homework properly. Okay, thank you.